welcome to our Sky Sport Next coverage 2021 New Zealand Superbike Road Racing Championships. Are we excited round number one or what? Summer's come, road racing's come, and we can show the rest of the world just how cool it is in New Zealand to have a COVID-free country and some awesome racing to watch. So this is our protege of 150 and 300 riders, the creme de la creme lined up here, guys and the gals, which is awesome to see, and love to introduce our panel. First of all, on our left-hand side here with Harry Parker. First of all, Harry, home for you is just 150 odd k's down the road at Timaru, but here you are up at Ruapuna. Do you get a lot of riding around this track?
Normally we do get a lot of riding. We're up here a couple times a month, but lately we haven't even been here. We've raced here once since Nationals, so it was quite hard today getting the right suspension set up since we've changed with a different brand, and it seems to be going fine. We're doing good times and can't wait for tomorrow. All
right, hey, you made the trip up north to the Suzuki series, did both Manfield and Taupo. How did that go?
Yeah, I kind of surprised myself with that one. It went really well. We just went in there to get points and just get track time, but we ended up walking away with third place with only 2 rounds. So I wish we kind of did Wanganui, but we might think about doing it next year.
All right, so a lack of experience is one thing, but you've got bike time, so all round you're feeling pretty good about tomorrow?
I'm feeling really good for tomorrow. I've put my head down a lot this year and just mine's gone blank now. I've put my head down a lot this year and really gone through everything. And then with Cormac racing and our team, he's pushed me a long way. So big thanks to him, and hopefully we can bring everything home this year.
Yeah, well done. Sam, we're home. How's this place?
Home track, it's good. Yeah.
Yep.
Fast track, yeah.
Fast track. So tell us a little bit about your short time in the sport. You haven't been with us all that long. What was your background? When did you first road race?
I started racing about 2018.
Yeah.
Then carried on and got offered to ride the Gixxer. So carried on with that since last year, and riding the R5 now. So it's good. Yeah.
It's good. All right. So what was your preparation like coming into today?
Just baking nights.
Okay.
And getting ready for racing tomorrow and Sunday, so yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right. Neat to have this crew on board. Here's Caleb sitting in the centre. That's exactly where he wants to be because he's just practising for the podium. You know, first gets to sit there as number one. See that? Clench of the fist. Good. Caleb, hey, Suzuki series for you. You've got to be happy, don't you?
Yeah, it was awesome fun, eh? We planned to get some track time, and we changed bikes completely. We went from the 2015 to the 2020, so it was a big change, and it was good to get some base setups for these tracks and also for up north, and figure out how the bike works. And it's been a struggle, but as soon as we set it up, it seemed to be a really good bike and a really good package that we've got with YSS and that. So it's been pretty good so far, yeah.
All right, so unlike some of these others that didn't get to race Cemetery Circuit, you did the old home ground as it was for you. What did you think?
Yeah, Wanganui's it's an adventure. It's pretty gnarly and it's a different race. It comes down to the rider. You don't get a lot of time on the track, and it's bumpy and there's curves and then fences and walls. So you've got to think about a whole different side of the sport, and it's almost closer to motocross than road racing, to be honest. But no, everything comes into play, and it's all heaps of fun.
Awesome. And your preparation ready for tomorrow? How are you feeling?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm excited for the weekend in general. Like coming up on Sunday and Saturday, we've been working pretty hard lately to get the bike all back together, and obviously had a couple crashes at Suzuki Series, so we had to put the bike back together, get it ready for the Nationals, and we've been working hard to get it all set up. But no, I went out there today and we made leaps and bounds and suspension set up, same as Harry. It was working on the shock in the front, also the forks. So no, it's been pretty good, and I think tomorrow and the next day are going to be a good weekend for us.
All right, so we started with Harry Parker, we've had Sam Guthrie, thank you, Caleb Gilmore. Now we're up to Cormac Buchanan joining us from the Super South, the Burt Munro country from Invercargill. First of all, Cormac, you missed Wanganui on Boxing Day. Was that the hardest Boxing Day you've had in your life?
Yeah, definitely. Going on Instagram and seeing everyone showing their results and everything, yeah, it was definitely really hard. But obviously it's a bit too dangerous for me right now because I'm too young. But we gained a lot of experience at Suzuki Series. Manfield, we did really well, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to his SBK, and we just gained heaps of data for Taupo, and you know, it's just the experience that I gained from racing in that type of environment was really well.
All right, you've gone from the 150 class, step up to the 300s. How's this new class?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different. You know, the speed is just thrilling, and I really enjoy it a lot more than the 150 class. You know, just how close it is, it really brings me back to last year, well, the year before when I raced in Aussie. So, yeah, this is all really good preparation before I hit the Europe Rookie Cup, and yeah, you know, it's just great to get all this experience that I can, and yeah.
Yeah, great to see. What's that level of excitement for Red Bull rookies to go and do something like that? For the rest of us, we just ogle over the fact that we could go there and watch. You'll actually go there and go and race in it. So how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit nervous that, you know, I think it just set in now. So, yeah, we definitely have a long way to go, and we have to work our butts off. So it's not over yet, and yeah, hopefully we get the call back for 2022, and you know, just see where the future takes us.
Cool. So far through our podium, Harry, Sam, Caleb, and thank you, Cormac. We go to the Rose at the end of the bunch. So, Olivia, welcome on board. Olivia, are you daunted by the fact that it's a male-dominated sport? How do you feel as a lady being amongst the lineup?
It's interesting and different to be the odd one out, I guess. And I find it a challenge, and it's fun to try and keep up with the rest of them and try and show them what I've got.
All right, so you two have used it, you know, as an intro and coming into the sport. Are you feeling like you're advancing? Are you making things better for yourself?
Yeah, I'm progressing. It's a lot of a mindset for me that I need to work on, but I'm getting there and I'm making progress, which is the good thing.
Cool. Yeah, we're talking here now with Olivia Goddard. Olivia's from Dunedin, so a couple of hours, or more than a couple of hours, a few hours south of here, of course. So what's it like to come to Ruapuna? It's a track you've ridden a bit?
Yes, I've ridden it a lot, and it's one of my favourite circuits in the country. It's the one I know the best. It's the one I feel most confident at, and I enjoy it.
Cool. All right, we're just going to go back through the panel again and ask them a question of their respective classes. We've got the 150s and the 300 guys here, so we'll go back to Harry. First of all, Harry, who's going to win your class tomorrow?
Well, I can't even tell you that. There's so many fast riders out there. She's going to be a battle, but I'm hoping I can pick it off. I've got my mind set for it, but we'll just have to wait and see and play our cards right, and yeah, she'll be a surprise.
And you hope it's you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got my mind set on it,
yeah,
so
good one.
We'll
good,
keep
good.
that.
Cool. And Sam, for you tomorrow?
Cormac's going pretty fast. I'll try and keep up with them, but yeah, see how it goes. Yeah.
Good. Caleb?
Yeah.
Well, everyone's here to win, so am I.
Well done.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I think for the next 2 rounds, hopefully, I can win them. That's what I race for. I'm here to win and enjoy the sport and learn and grow. For the championship, I wish best of luck to Cormac here. He's been doing some amazing riding, and he's breaking lap records in Winter Series, and he's been putting together some good efforts. So for the next 2 rounds, hopefully I can place myself well, but for the series, hopefully Cormac.
Well done. Nice answer. Cormac, come on.
Oh,
Don't let me down.
It's definitely going to be the same answer as the other two beside me, but yeah, you know, it's really unpredictable. So the last few races, you know, it's come down right to the line, and I don't think tomorrow's going to disappoint. So it's an 8-lap race, so it's more of a shorter race. So everyone will be going all out, and I certainly will be. But yeah, definitely, my goal is definitely to win, and because that's what we're all here for, and yeah, just to bring as much momentum as I can when I head over to Europe is the main goal, and I'm definitely set for that.
Well done. Olivia, come on.
I'd love to say that I'd do well, but realistically, I'd have to say Cormac will be the safe bet for the championship.
Can you, to get a perspective on the race, can you see where Cormac is? Can you see him, the advancement he makes during the race? Can you learn from somebody pushing it like he does?
I try to, but Cormac's pretty fast.
Pretty fast?
It's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done. Hey folks, how's that for a press conference? We're proud, so well done. Good on you. Thank you very much. Thank you guys and girls. Well done. Well, welcome to our NZSBK 2021. Wow, what a year to be reassembled, and hopefully a lot of people around the world enjoying the fact that we're racing here in New Zealand, thanks to SkysportNext and our great sponsors, Aon and Pirelli. We're back. This is our quality Superbike lineup joining us here. First of all with Richie Dibben, and for Richie, first year up with Superbikes, Richie, but man, you claimed all the glory here on the 600 last year, but a massive change. How are you feeling about your step up?
Yeah, no, it's taken a bit to sort of get used to it and getting the bike set up and that, so still learning and that, and yeah, learning the bike. So yeah, I mean, I do enjoy this track, so yeah, hopefully sort of get something going for the weekend, and yeah, see how we go.
Is it every rider's dream to be on Superbike? Have you reached your pinnacle? Like you only wanted to be at the 600s for that length of time and move on? Did it feel like the right progression for you?
Yeah, well, obviously winning it last year, and then this is, I guess, the step up, you know. So yeah, nah, just try my best and yeah, make it happen.
Good. You young gun on the side. Well done. To Scott Moyer. Scott, I'm sorry about the question, mate. 2 points and 1 point over the last 2 years. There's a number 2 on your bike. So what are you going to do this year to make it number 1, Scott?
Yeah, I don't know. You always give it your best shot, you know, every year. Yeah, just been pretty. I wouldn't say unlucky. I've had a pretty good season both times, but unlucky that the season got cut short. You know, I think I was just sort of warming up, you know, coming up to speed. Last one gone, so yeah. I mean, if I get second again, means I'll be the third year not changing my numbers, so that's a bonus. But
save some money.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah.
Good. And Ruapuna, big trip down from Taupo. How do you like this place?
Yeah, pretty lucky to get to fly down. The boys, old Dan and SJ, that bring all the gear down for me. So yeah, Ruapuna, I've always enjoyed it. Never been real fast. I've got to find a bit more time, I think, if I want to get on the top step. But obviously changed tyre brands this year, so that's obviously today not much testing time didn't help, but a few sessions we had were not too bad. Good start. So yeah, no, looking forward to some good weather and good racing.
Nice one, thank you, Scott. There we are in the middle with Jake Lewis, and Jake, you share your dad's number of 29, which I'm old enough to remember as well. You're a local protege. You first come to watch the little 150 racing all those years ago, and here you are now doing New Zealand Superbikes. Your progression at 25 years of age, no, well done. How do you feel about racing here at Ruapuna in front of your home crowd? You'll have more supporters than nearly anybody else on that table.
I'll see, but yeah, no, definitely really excited to be here for round 1 of 2021 here at Ruapuna. Obviously home track, so we've done plenty of laps around here, but you know, these boys are all really fast, so it could be anyone's game, but excited to get going. Yeah, happy to be back with Yamaha on the R1 and look forward to it tomorrow.
Hey, you made a late decision to front for Wanganui on Boxing Day. It's a massive trip to get out of Canterbury and get there and back around to Christmas in a busy time with friends and family. Did you think your effort was worthwhile? How did you rate the event?
Yeah, to be honest, I actually loved it. It was a bit of a shame we didn't do the rest of the series on Superbike. But yeah, going to Wanganui was the first time I've been there in about 10 years. So yeah, had a bit of a play on the 300 and yeah, really enjoyed it. I was pretty happy with how it went, but yeah, just tried to keep it upright and stay safe. Yes, it's a bit of a scary place, so yeah, but no, I enjoyed it.
So do you think you'll get a Superbike there one day?
Oh, potentially.
Yeah.
Al and I were actually talking about that earlier today, so we'll see. Maybe look out next season.
Good. Great answer. Thanks, nice to have you with us. Well, you know, thanks for inviting us to your place, I should really say. Here we are. Cool, and Dan Medham, well done, Dan. Welcome back to road racing. Got to say that Dan, from an off-season point of view, didn't hear much about what you were doing in the North Island, so to turn up to Suzuki Series, it felt like you were a little bit, I'll use the word, sort of cold and not quite as prepared as you've been in the past. Is that what it was like, and how are you feeling?
Yeah, I hadn't ridden the bike pretty much since the Hannum Downs around in March, and then one club day and one test day, so I went into Suzuki Series a bit cold, but just used it as a bit of testing, and the same bike as last year. I didn't have a new bike, so it was pretty much set up and ready to go, and the lap times have been good at all the tracks, and yeah, good to come back down here. I only get down here once a year, so enjoy this track once you get the bike set up, and it feels good. Got a good flow to it, but there's going to be a lot of fast boys this weekend.
I see. Congratulations, Coleman Suzuki, number 1 Suzuki dealer for 2020, and you work up there in the city of Sales. What's it like to work in the motorcycle industry in our biggest city?
Yeah, it's good. It's pretty busy shop, you know, being the main shop in Auckland, and they're selling Kawasaki now as well, so pick up another brand. So and we moved premises this year, so bigger showroom, bigger workshop, so it's been good.
Great to see. So you'll be on a green bike next year, were you saying? Sorry, did I
No, keep trying to write it in.
I just thought I might have slipped out there, but no. Hey, why do we leave the champion till the end? How sort of a long here? He's a quiet one at the end of it. Alistair, first of all, congratulations for that win last year. Mate, what a race to do it. And seeing what Robbie Bugden did, I thought was a freak performance a few years ago, and to see what you did again was just amazing. So, hey, Hardy, congrats on that, because that's when it comes to racing, you've got to get those wins in, and you did that and deserve to be the champion. So, has that made any difference for you in our number one? What was wrong with 43, or how are you feeling about this whole champion bit?
I'm just looking forward to doing some more racing. Like Scotty said before, it got cut short and everyone was just keen to do the final couple of rounds, and who knows, it could have changed, could have had more of a lead, could have dropped back to third or fourth, you never know. But at the right time, I really wanted to win that TT, and that win of the TT got me the championship, so it's just that extra wee bonus. I mean, we had a bit of bad luck in that first race with having a go at the wall and then missing out on a few points, so there's a lot of ups and downs that weekend, but it ended up pretty good. So I thought we would run the number one at Nationals. Normally win a championship, then move up, but Superbikes is the top. So it looks good on the bike now, so I'm pretty happy we decided to run it, and you never know when you're going to get to run it again. So we'll run it.
Yeah, nice words, well done. Yeah, Ruapuna, this is your backyard, this is your playground. Have the others wasted their time turning up tomorrow? Are you going to beat them by that much?
I turn up to their home tracks and can beat them sometimes as well. So, I wouldn't rule any of these guys out from showing me around or throwing a pass on me on the weekend. Everyone's probably lacking on a wee bit of track time with lockdown and then getting out and not being able to hold some races and test days. So we all went into Suzuki Series pretty cold, probably 2 or 3 sessions under our belt, and then Suzuki Series, everyone was probably doing the best lap times we've ever done. I know I was, and then so we'll probably go out there tomorrow and go even quicker again. Just every year we seem to be going quicker and quicker, which is you sort of think, how are you going quicker and quicker? But we'll see what happens tomorrow. And like I said, not many people have done much track time this year or last year, but we'll see how we go.
Good one. All right, back to Richie. We start again. Richie, who's going to win your class tomorrow?
Well, I mean, you couldn't put it past Al or the Rees boys and that, and obviously Scotty. Everyone here can have a good race. They can definitely win. So I couldn't really, to be honest, couldn't tell you really, but.
So in the perfect world, you'd win tomorrow. But realistically, what are you thinking? Where do you want to be tomorrow? You've had a good day.
Yeah, myself, I'd just obviously like to hang with the guys and have a few battles with them. So, and I mean, got to progress to that, and yeah.
Are we going to hear the yells from Barracks Bar at Wanganui here at Ruapuna because of all your supporters back home watching it at that great establishment in the River City?
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to win or be on the podium, first season on the Superbike. So, yeah, I mean, give it your best shot.
Well done. Scotty?
We all want to win, obviously, but realistically, if I can come away with top 3, bag a few good points, that'd be good. I mean, probably have to put your money on Al or Damo, someone like that. They were fast as here last year, but I mean, anything can happen, could be someone else. So, we give them a big shot to be on top step, that's for sure.
Well done. Thank you. Jake Lewis?
I'd like to say me, but as the boys have all said, he runs bloody fast at the moment, so we'll just see what it brings over the weekend. But we've had some podiums here last year, which was good, so I'd like to build on that and grab the number 1 and get it flying.
Good. All right. Dan Medham?
Yeah, like everyone said, there's a lot of guys that can win races. That, looking at last year's results, and that the Rees boys on the Hondas and Al on the Yamaha have been the quickest round here in previous years, so they're going to be the boys to chase. But we'll find out tomorrow after qualifying and going into race 1 that answer.
Good job. And Al, you will say it's you, wouldn't you? You're the come on, Ruapuna, you're the favourite?
I'm feeling pretty good, yeah. I've actually never won the Superbike GP here. It's always been pinched off me by one of these fellas, or Sloan, or one of the Hondas. So
pinched, I like that word.
I've had a few wins here, but I really want that GP, and I know what the team have put in, and I know third year on the bike, just the development we've got. is awesome. So yeah, could be any one of us guys. I know what bike Jake's on as well. He's on a good bike too. So yeah, you can put your money anywhere. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident, and home crowd's going to be pretty cool, I reckon. So
Good.
stay
All right.
tuned.
Hey, well done, everybody. Thank you, guys. Great effort. Appreciate that immensely. Thank you, guys. That was awesome. Well, 2021, what a great year to start and sound it out. Sky Sport Next, along with Pirelli and Aon Insurance, our awesome sponsors behind NZSBK, New Zealand Superbike Road Racing. Here we are at the bottom of the world, and we're about to start our championship for this new year. It's the whole thing and a whole freakiness almost of thinking that, hey, we can do it in the world and others can't. So to everybody out there watching, these are some of our stars from our Pro Twins class, sponsored by Trevor Pierce Motorcycles. Pro Twins are effectively generally our 650, 7 to 800cc bikes. Obviously a twin cylinder, and Pro Twins has been an awesome class on the New Zealand racing scene for a number of years. It's one of those good balances with those guys coming out of 300s or even 150s before they hit 600 Supersport or go on to Superbike. So we've got some statesmen in here, we've got some young guns, so nice to have you joining us, guys. Welcome. SJ Cavell, first of all, SJ, the experience that you've got is a bit more than the two guys you've got, but hey, it still doesn't take anything away from they as young guys. They are very good riders. What are you going to do tomorrow to stay in front of them?
Yeah, look, there's talent throughout. I mean, not only our class, but throughout the whole paddock here this weekend. So, and these two guys sitting beside me are a fine example of that. So, I just need to really just concentrate on my own game and do what I can, Neil, because it is nationals, so everyone brings their A game, and you just got to make sure you do turn up with an A game and see what we can do.
It is good indeed. Today, seeing machine examination and some of those checks being done, a very positive thing for the sport, because for people to understand, it's effectively a production-based class and an affordable way to get into racing. And it's seen a lot of other champions in the past. When you've got to look at the likes of Verdena Charlotte and names like Scotty Moore, you'd realise that they've all had time in Pro Twins as well. So you're still enjoying it as a class to be involved in NZSBK?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great class. It's a real level playing field. There's all the bikes are that evenly matched, being production based. So it sort of brings out that you've got to have that ability to ride and really get the best out of the machinery you got. So it's a great stepping stone class. We've seen a lot of guys look at Zach Fuller now into 600s and doing really well. Nathan Jane last year obviously he's an accomplished 600 rider as well. So it's a good class to really hone your skills and then move on. But in saying that, it's still a standout class in itself, and guys who we're missing a couple of big names this year, and the Ben Rosendales, etc. And those guys are all really exceptional riders in their own right. So it's not just a stepping stone class; it's actually a fully fledged national title class.
So for you, coming from Napier, East Cape of the North Island, you come all the way down here to Ruapuna. Is it worth it to be on a track like this? How do you rate Ruapuna?
Oh, absolutely. Ruapuna is probably one of the best tracks in the country. It's so technical. You've really got to string it all together to make that lap time stick. And you can make one small error somewhere on the track, and it'll cost you for the next 4 or 5 corners till you can sort of sort it out and get going again. So hey, we love coming down here to the South Island. Hospitality is always great. MCI run a great meeting, so it's definitely well worth the trip.
Beautiful words here. Angus Boyd, welcome. 18 years of age, Angus. Your home track here. Can you sort of reflect on how many different classes you've raced on before you've come up to Pro Twins? I'm sure you've been a Supersport 150 boy and some of those others. How long have you been riding, and what's your experience here at Ruapuna?
Well, I started riding at Ruapuna. I was probably 11 years old. In the fantastic MCI training class.
Yeah.
And from there went to the 150 class, riding old 1999 RG 150. Then jumped onto the 250 production for a few years before coming to Pro Twins last year.
All right. You're happy with that step up? Is it the right progression?
Yeah, I really think so. The class is fantastic and the racing is awesome as always. People like SJ and Carl, trying to beat them is always a good challenge.
Yeah, great story. And speaking of that, Carl Hooper to join us. Carl at 18 years of age. Personal congrats, Carl, for the awesome run you had in the Suzuki Series. Post-classics on a great old Kawasaki ZXR there, 750. Mate, that was a gold mine of a bike. Beautiful to see. And a special built F3 bike as well. But Pro Twins, how do you rate this Pro Twin class?
Yeah, this Pro Twin class is one of the best, I reckon. You know, the racing is really mature, so it's everyone's pulling nice clean moves, but also nice close moves.
Yeah.
Keeps it nice and exciting, and it's cheap. You know, these bikes are production based, as you say, and it just makes it a lot easier to run at a meeting and makes the racing a lot closer.
I like that word, mature. Yeah, I think that's what SJ was talking about before, but we were referring... Yeah, I think that's a nice word to use, actually. And although maybe some of the big names aren't missing, I think what it's done personally, when you have a look, you don't necessarily have the favourites just glaring in the face. So, hey, it's anybody, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, this year's wide open, so it's going to be interesting. I know SJ and Angus are really quick down here, and SJ's been doing quite a lot of work. So it will be good racing, and look forward to getting into it.
As a North Islander, do you like coming to Ruapuna?
Oh yeah, I love coming to Ruapuna. One of the most technical tracks in New Zealand, and you know, you got to really string that lap together, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, great to see. Back to SJ, and SJ, you happy with today's practice? Very early stages, of course. We've got practice and qualifying still to come tomorrow, plus a race, and 2 more, including that GP on Sunday. So who's going to win your class?
Yeah, that's a tough questions, Neil. Look, I mean, hey, there's, like I said before, there's talent throughout the field, and this is national championship. Anything can happen. I mean, it really is wide open. In saying that, mate, I haven't come here to get second. I've put a lot of effort in, and I'd like to think that I'll be near the front, and hoping to have a good run. But like I say, anything could happen, and anyone here is capable of taking out the victory.
Thanks, SJ. And I would like to point out as well, SJ is a volunteer with Motorcycling New Zealand as a board member, so congratulations. Getting your hands dirty, and super proud of you ladies and the presentation I put together for this event this year. And congratulations for acknowledging MCI as well. It's our clubs, as we know in New Zealand, that make these events happen. So well done for your homework there. Angus, for you in a time in this class, can you beat those guys and the others that are going to turn up? Hey, this is your home. They're a couple of North Island invaders, mate. Don't treat them with any respect.
Well, obviously being at Nationals, the goal is to win. Otherwise you wouldn't be doing it, would you? You wouldn't be forking out the money, spending all the time through the winter. But as you know, SJ has put in a massive amount of time. He's been down here all winter, you know, showing me how it's done, really. But yeah, I'd like to beat him. That's the goal.
Well done. Yeah, please be honest about it. That's cool. Yeah. So what's the secret? What do you reckon you got to get right here tomorrow to beat SJ?
As the boys said, you know, it's just getting the infield right, you know, and nailing the faster corners. But it's a full lap to get, you know, you're nailing every single corner on this track, because it has a different aspect to it that you need to get right to put to the next corner on the track.
Beautiful. Love your technical advice. Cool stuff to watch. Carl, can you beat the 18-year-old next to you, or that old fella along the end?
I'd like to think so, but as you say, Angus's home track, so he's definitely got that home advantage, especially with it being so technical. And SJ's been putting in the hours through winter, and good on him, you know. He's obviously putting that effort in, and so they're both going to be really quick. And there's others in the class that are going to be quick. So I'd like to beat them, but we're just going to see what happens tomorrow.
Well done. Thank you, guys. That was awesome.
Well done.
Sweet boys. Sweet.
Welcome to Sky Sport Next, and another awesome press interview here with our contenders for 600 Supersport, courtesy of Sky Sport Next, our sponsors with Pirelli and Aon. Fabulous to have them involved, and 5 likely lads, the super candidates of this class. And first of all, over here with Nick Kane, and Nick got a Mad Love Media hat on there, and then another Motorcycle Mecca one on there. As a Canterbury man, how excited are you to be racing with these guys?
Yeah, pretty excited. It's a pretty competitive class. I mean, I can't say anything else, really. Everyone here has got a good chance of being at the front, so we'll see what the weather does tomorrow.
Hey, but it's your home track. Do you remember the first time you rode here? What are memories like for those years?
The very first time I rode here, I was probably about 9 or 10 years old on a 50.
Wow.
And then I moved on to a 150 after that, soon after. But yeah, done a lot of laps around here, so hopefully the local knowledge will help.
Right, so do you want the day today at the 15 degrees, or you want the day at 29 like the forecast for Sunday?
I'd rather the hot temperatures for sure. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because the North Islanders will melt in the heat, so yeah, you've got an advantage there, so well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, cool story. Tarbin Walker, thanks for joining us. Tarbin, we've got the green shirt on, but everybody knows the Tarbin pink image. Tell us about the pink, because it stands out. You're the crowd's dream, because they know exactly where Tarbin Walker is.
Yeah, well, that was the idea behind it. There's no other pink bikes out there, and I think there's probably a few blue ones and a few red ones and a few black ones, but yeah, no pink ones. Got a bit of a tune-up from Kawasaki though, so it might be a pink and green bike come North Island rounds. But yeah, it'll still be the pink bike. I think I've built a bit of sort of awareness around it, and yeah, known for it.
Good. All right. You're a visitor to Ruapuna. How's this place?
Oh, how's Ruapuna? Bit rough at times, especially with the lack of practice. We only got sort of 2 sessions today, maybe 1.5, and then we're into racing tomorrow, so that's going to be tough. So I think for people that have been here before, like pretty much everyone here, it'll be good. Anyone that hasn't, it's obviously a bit of a disadvantage.
Cool, thank you, Tarbin. Moving along here, Rogan Chandler, the second North Island visitor here, but Rogan's fresh from his victory with the Suzuki Series International Racing through Taupo, Manfield and Wanganui. We now come to Ruapuna, outside your comfort zone, Rogan, but how do you rate this place?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't often do that great here, to be honest, so I'm sort of...
You can keep that up, please.
Yeah, for sure. But, luckily we came down here early in the year and did a bit of riding, so usually, the last time you ride here is the year before Nationals, so not feeling too rusty there. Yeah, only got like 2 sessions in, but other than that, it's not looking too bad.
All right, you feeling a degree of confidence with the success of the Suzuki Series and the win in the class?
Yeah, bike feels great. We're running new suspension with some help from YSS, so bike feels a lot better than it did before, and yeah, it's all heading in the right direction. Just got to get through this round unscathed and not crash like I tend to always do, touch wood, but yeah, it's looking good.
All the best, Rogan. To Dale Finch, and Dale, you're the another mainlander here on the board. You're close to home here, of course, in Canterbury, so what does Ruapuna feel like for you?
Oh, this is my favourite track around Ruapuna. It was pretty good today with the rain, because I've done many laps around here, so I feel like a little bit of an advantage going in here. I'm feeling pretty good on the bike this year. It's like 3 years, I think, on road racing. Everything's feeling a little bit more natural, so I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah, I see in the program a lovely photo with you and your boy sitting there on the bike. What's family mean to you when you go road racing?
We look at it as a family day out, because we've got my mum, my dad, my brother, the 2 boys, everyone's around and we're all around the bikes, so we do look at it as a family day out. If we're at home, we've got no one around us, so it is good and we all look forward to it, and we try and make it as a family day. We have to pit down there on the grass. We've got these little scooters and they're everywhere. If they're in the pits, they'll be causing all sorts of havoc. So it is pretty hard. You've got to pick up the tools and put them away afterwards, because they'll be jammed down the end of the exhaust or something like that.
Hey, that's this excuse, and he hasn't even got any kids, none that we know of.
Yeah, no, we love it. We love it. Yeah, it's good.
Cool story. Well done. Seth, the roving South Islander, formerly from there and here and Tapanui, and now Deputy Mayor in Cromwell. Well, I think you're Deputy because there's only one other there, and so you haven't got to the top yet. But how's it to be back here at Ruapuna?
Yeah, good. I mean, great facility, great club. It's always fun coming to Ruapuna. It's always tough coming here for round 1 because it's such a technical, physical track. And, during the off-season you get a lot of club racing, but it's always like 8 or 10 lap races. And you come here and sometimes you get a 15 or a 20 and you go into deep water. Like, this place is laps. the amount of laps at such a technical track that you haven't done, and in the heat of battle, it's pretty difficult coming off of, like not lengthy races for the whole off season. So I personally always struggle late into the races at round 1, and then round 2 you're fine. You're like all those muscle memory, those bits of muscle that you don't use for anything other than riding a road race bike for long races are all kind of recovered after a week, and you go good at Timaroon, the track's shorter and it's just a bit easier. But yeah, Ruapuna is always, I think everyone finds it pretty physical. First round, it's always tough too. There's a big psychological element. Usually Supersport, first couple of laps, the first race is like red flag or 2 red flags, and someone's poleaxing themselves and cartwheeled a bike, and it's just an adventure.
And you're not putting yourself on that list?
Absolutely not. I've got to work on Monday.
Excellent. Talking with Seth Devereaux here at the moment. Privileged enough to be in the Heliworks race team on the beautiful MV Augusta. It's a different kind of bike than what the world thinks of when it comes to 600 Supersport racing, but you're well suited to it. Tell us about your bike.
Yes. It looks really pretty and it sounds great. It's been a bit of a handful to keep it going. It's full Italian. Like, looks good, sounds good, and throws its toys out the cot 3 times a week. Like, it's a handful, but really lovely. When it's in the pocket, it just handles super well, and the power is really manageable mid-corner, or could do with maybe a few more ponies at the top, but it's really fun to ride. And Rod and Phil and Pete and Radar's not here obviously because of COVID, he's stuck in Aussie, but the whole crew really good to work with. They know the bike inside out, and it's just really fun. It's just great fun. Even though we struggle away with our little Italian girl, we love it. So.
That's Seth Devereaux, very good comment in the end there. So back to our table here at the moment, and with Nick Kane. And Nick, first of all, who's going to win your class this weekend? And maybe why are they going to win? What do you think's the advantage? Like, Nick Kane's got to be pretty good being a local, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's a tough question. I think obviously everyone that you ask that question to, they want to win, but realistically, I think you have to look at the talent that's in the class, and I think it's most likely going to be a local guy because we've got fast local guys here and they know the track well. And today was hard to get testing because it was wet this morning and things. So, but I don't know, probably Dale. Rogan's got a good chance. But obviously, I'd love to if I can. But yeah, see how it goes.
Good. Have you ever been on the podium for a GP title before?
Not in 600, no.
But in other classes?
Yeah.
So you know what it feels like? You know
definitely,
how hungry you've got to be?
Yeah.
Well done. Okay. Thank you, Nick Kane. Tarvin Walker. Tarvin, a new ball game here for Ruapuna for you. What are your chances?
I don't know. Going into this year, I thought it would probably be Dale and Rogan running away at the front. And I think they'll probably, this is my estimate, if you want to put money on it or something, but I think Dale could possibly win the South Island, and I think Rogan could win the North Island, and I think it'll be about consistency with those two. And I think the last spot on the podium will be what everyone's fighting for in general. And I think, the amount of people that could go for that.
Calculated answer. That's very good thinking.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, well done. That's awesome. Yeah. So you want that third position, don't you?
Yeah, I want a podium, man. Yeah. I'm ready for it.
There you go. Good answer.
Yeah, I know. So, but yeah, I think Seth, Avalon, hopefully myself, Nick, any of those sort of people are there or thereabouts. For hopefully that last podium spot. So yeah.
Is there any difference of a feel when you've got the fact that you've got last year's winner Richie's gone, people like Shane Richardson and Damo Reeves that have started in this class and have now moved up and doing other parts of our sport? Does it feel like the time's right now? Is this a good equal 600 field this year?
Yeah, I think everyone's pretty close from what I saw at the Suzuki Series, apart from Rogan's ridiculous lap times at Manfield. But yeah, everyone else is on a pretty similar pace. So yeah, it'll be there or thereabouts. And yeah, as you say, there's a few people that have, or even from last year, I don't think Toby's doing it, David Hall, Richie.
Just about to say that, it's a blessing that there's no Toby. There's a chance more people will stay on their bikes, isn't there?
Ouch. Well, I don't know, I said David in that list as well.
Wow.
While we're trading blows, but yeah, that's sort of what I mean though. They're all people that were in for those podium spots and they've moved up or
are doing different things. So if you look off last year's result and you just look at that this year, the only sort of outlier is Zach Fuller. I think he's going to be giving us a run for our money.
Yeah. Probably not quite enough hay bales or poles yet for Zach to feel like he's on a motocross bike.
Yeah, that was crazy, right?
Yeah.
Cemetery circuit.
It was great, wasn't it? Nice answer. Thanks, Tarvin. That's great. Back here with Rogan Chandler and Rogan. Well, okay, so we're going on Tarvin. He's whipped down to the TAB. He's got 5 each way on you two. And not quite sure as to where to put the win. So he's rating you and Dale to be pretty close to each other. How do you think?
Yeah, well, I think, I mean, Taupo, if there's anything to go off, and then Manfield, I don't know, I think if you show up and you don't think you're going to win, there's no real point in showing up, really. I mean, it's different if you're starting out in the class, obviously you always want to do better, but, I think now, it's my 4th year in the class, and I kind of show up, I wouldn't say expecting, but, thinking I can win, because that's really the only goal that's left, so, yeah, I think. But you got to be smart in that too. I've come out to Ruapuna, guns blazing and just eating it in the first race. So you can also go too far and try too hard and ruin. You can't win the championship at the first round. You can definitely throw it all away. So I think you got to be smart with it. And I mean, if it doesn't work out, I'll happily settle for second for a few races and then go somewhere I'm a bit stronger and really plug away there. But I think Dale's going to be annoying. He's going to be fast, so I'll have Dale there, and like he said, there's 6 other people that if they feel right on the day, they're going to go for it and get their own few minutes.
My teacher said I was easily distracted at school because I want to just go slightly sideways with another question for you. You're one of the elite people that's had a race in Moto GP. You've been to Australia and raced. Perhaps just a quick bit about what that was like for experience for you, and now what's it done for your racing?
Yeah, I think it's a hard one to talk on just because the bike's so different, and we're up against crazies. I mean, those guys, their bikes are worth $500,000, and you're showing up on 6-year-old machinery that you built in a shed. So it's a bit different, but it kind of shows you there's a few times where you're getting smoked, but you'll go through a corner and you'll follow them for one corner and go the exact same speed, and you're like, man, maybe I'm not half bad at this thing, and that's something that you sort of take away from an event like that, where everyone's so crazy good and they're the best in the world, and you take these little moments away where you're like, man, maybe I can do alright. So
beautiful.
I think that's
I think it was kind of unfair too, because you'd been riding other motorcycles, not Moto3 machinery, for a long time. And then maybe one test and thrown in literally the deepest
I rode it the weekend before, and then went over to Phillip Island that I'd ridden once before that weekend, and then it rained for the half a day, and it was a pretty uphill battle. But so it's that's usually the Kiwi way, you're battling against the giants. So it was pretty cool. I definitely enjoyed the experience, and I'm glad I did it. So.
Nice answer, thank you for that. Now, Finch, back to what Tarvin said before, he's got sort of 5 each way between you and Rogan, but hey, as Nick has also said, he reckons it's going to be a local that's going to win it, so we're starting to edge more towards Dale Finch. How are you feeling?
Well, the pressure's on. I haven't been dealing too good with the pressure of the first race of the first Suzuki series, but me and Rogan, really, after Suzuki series, it will be Rogan seems like he's got his head in a good place this year. I guess we both just have to stay on the bike. Avalon showed that you've just got to be consistent, and then you come away with the points at the end of the day. New Zealand Superbike series, the points, it does work out in your favour if you're winning races or coming first or second. So you sort of do want to be up in the pointy end, but if someone's little bit faster than you sort of just got to let them go and just gather up the points. Where I don't know, I guess it's speedway mentality, you want to win. I've just got to put that behind me, and I feel like I'll be alright. So looking forward to the season.
Thank you, Dale. Great answer. Finally with you, Seth, we've saved the best till last here. Who's going to win, Seth, and why is that you?
I mean, I do have some belief I think we can get on the podium, but I think it'll be interesting. Obviously these guys have had a chance to answer, so you kind of get a bit of a snapshot of where they're at. I think Dale really needs to make the most of the South Island. But in saying that, it's a lot of pressure on his shoulders. And then Rogan, when he has a good day, he's virtually unbeatable. But if he has a tough first or 2 or 3 laps or whatever, put a bit of pressure on him. He's made some pretty big mistakes in the past in that kind of situation. So it's not all cut and dried. And Avalon is like Michael Bublé. Like, she does nothing all year. In December, she's like, here we are. So it'll be interesting to see.
Did you check with her about using that comparison? Does she know about Michael being in her fan club? Or?
No idea. But yeah, she's just super consistent, and she does a great job. You know, like, she deserves all the accolades in the championship she did get because she just rides well and she's consistent and makes good choices. So I think it's going to be a very interesting weekend. I think Dale's got a lot of pressure to deal with, which will be possibly his undoing. And Rogan, if he gets away well, does well in qualifying, he has an opportunity to put the pressure onto Dale. And I'm here to try and make sure both of them feel that pressure and make mistakes and then capitalise on that, which I'm trying to do right now. So hopefully that works out well. So you're welcome.
Finally for you, you've checked the weather forecast. It's going to be fine. You go, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, to be fair, Dale's riding pretty good in the rain last time we had a wee outing. But the MV, we finally got it kind of working in the wet too. So I mean, I'm not too worried. I'd really like to ride the thing around in the sunshine with my friends and have some races, win some races, and so we go.
Here we go. There it is, courtesy of Sky Sport Next Day on Insurance and Pirelli. An awesome presentation here for our 600. This round brought to us by Underground Brown. Special thanks to Tony and Vicky, 2 beautiful people that like our sport, and we really sincerely thank them for getting involved. So everybody, let's go and have some fun and let's go racing.
Thank you, dude.
See you.